Ask me?
Ryan, could you please turn your mic to mute, please? Put it on mute.
Mute?
Okay, thank you. I'll let you know when you can turn it on. Hi guys, my name is Marcos Pina. I am calling you from the city of Bucaramanga. I'm taking my ninth semester. I'm taking the subject pedagogical experience too, and that's why I'm into these activities with you in this very moment. Today is Friday, September the 28th, year 2018, and the purpose of this session is to discuss the certificate in advanced English. Um, this exam is an exam of English that evaluates you guys your ability to speak English up to the C1 level, which means it's quite demanding. It's an exam given in British English, and we're going to focus mainly on the speaking part of the exam. So I'm going to start asking you questions. You were supposed to read, to do some research, and to read the material that your tutor may have provided you with. So, um, Diana, what do you know about this exam? What have you heard about it?
Repeat the question, please.
What have you heard about the certificate in advanced English exam?
No entiendo, profe, disculpe.
Did you read any of the copies or the material that you were supposed to read for today? Not really? Okay, don't worry. Lady, what do you know about this exam? Lady Patricia Cáceres.
About this exam is a test that evaluates the level of English from the candidates and speaking abilities. Um, Another this exam is during 15 minutes and have two candidates or two students and two examiners. One is the interlocutor and another is the assessor. The interlocutor is who are the question and the assessor is who evaluate the level of the language.
Exactly. The interlocutor is the one interacting with you, right? Asking you the questions,
Yes.
and the assessor is the one in charge of uh, giving you an assessment, right? A
Right.
grade. Okay, very well. Excellent, excellent response, Lady Patricia.
Okay.
So the idea is that we can do some practice in this moment, right? So I'm going to share my screen, and I will be asking you like questions, me role playing the interlocutor, right? So
Right.
you three guys will be my candidates. I will be the interlocutor asking you the questions. Is that right?
Okay.
Okay, good. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I will be asking you these questions. Uh, where is it? There is another one. Let me see. Mhm. Uh, Ryan, question number one. Where are you from?
I came from Bogota to Pesca, Boyacá. And I lived there for about 11 years. And since then, I am living here in Pesca. And that's all.
Where is Pesca? Pesca is in Boyacá, or I don't get it.
Yes, yes, in the department of Boyacá.
So you're originally from Bogota, but you are currently living in Pesca. right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it. Question number two. What do you do there?
I'm studying at the current moment. I am studying and looking um, for a job or something or a mini job.
You're looking forward to maybe working part-time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you at the moment you're exclusively studying.
Yes. I'm studying for get a better work or something.
Okay, what semester are you taking?
Eighth semester.
All right, thank you. Now let me switch to Lady Patricia. Lady Patricia, next question. How long have you been studying English?
I am studying English for 4 years.
Okay, in present perfect, repeat the answer.
I have studied English for
I have
4
been
years. I have been studying for 4 years.
excellent. Okay. Did you didn't study English before that?
No, only in the school, in the basic school.
Okay. And why did you decide to study for being a teacher?
I decided study for be a teacher because I love the English and I transmit my love for this language and others.
You want to transmit your love for this language to others. Okay, good. Uh, Let me go back to this. Okay, now, uh, what do you enjoy most about learning English, Lady Patricia?
I enjoy the interacting with other people and express my love for the language
Okay,
and no and
and that's
this
it.
all. Okay.
Okay, very well. Um, Thank you. Now,
Okay.
let's move on to, let me see, Eliana,
Yes, teacher.
please answer the next question. What free time activity do you most enjoy doing and why? Hmm? This one here. What free time activity do you most enjoy doing and why? Eliana, can you hear me? Eliana? Eliana, are you there? Seems like she's gone. Uh, Brian, once again.
Yes, teacher.
Eliana, can you hear me?
Yes.
Please answer the
Okay.
question. What free time activity do you most enjoy doing and why?
Okay. I enjoy doing sport, reading, listen music, and I like English, learning English because it creates new opportunities to communicate with
Commu-
other people of the from other parts of the cultures and opportunity for working in the world
Okay,
in normal teacher.
okay. Uh, Thank you. Now, Maria Gregoria, no, she isn't there yet, right? And Lady Patricia, once again, this question: what sort of work would you like to do in the future and why?
I am a question. So is a type?
Pardon?
¿Significa lo mismo que type? O sea, ¿qué type? ¿Como qué tipo? Es que
No,
el...
what sort of work? No, sort means like what What kind of work?
Okay, thanks. Well, I like the work of a teacher in basic school. I am be comfortable with the children and I like to teach there.
Okay, you feel comfortable. Okay, you feel comfortable.
Comfortable. Okay.
No, you pronounce like this, comfortable, like only three syllables. You feel comfortable about teaching children. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, what sort means like what kind, what class, what type of something. Is a synonymous word of class, type. Okay. So what
Okay.
sort is what kind. Thank you. Now, Brian, once again, next
Yes.
question. Do you think you spend too much time working, or do you think maybe you spend more time studying?
I spend more time studying, working. I am working currently with children for about 6 to 7 years old,
Yes.
taking classes for about 1 hour and earning a profit, a little profit with it. But I spend much time studying.
So you kind of make a living teaching young children, right?
Yes.
What do you teach them?
What do you teach them?
Yes.
I teach them in basic aspects of English because they are not at a high level of proficiency. You know that here in Atom, pues, there's not much proficiency in English in the children.
So you teach them basic English, right?
Yes, words, pronunciation. Then I will continue teaching them, for example, phrases, adverbs, verbs,
Okay. That's a
some
good
short
beginning.
sentences.
That's a good beginning. Have you taken pedagogical experience one yet?
And no, no, I started to make this for about 2 months, more or less 2 months.
Okay. So you three guys are taking the English conversation, right?
Yes,
That's
yes,
the guy.
I'm.
That's the class you guys are taking. Okay, got it. Okay. Uh, now, Eliana, please, are you there? Eliana,
Yes, teacher.
and let's answer the next question. Do you like using the internet to keep in touch with people?
Yes, the internet is the tools very important for the communication of the other persons.
Okay, you're saying the internet is the tool very important. You think you say it like that in English?
Repeat, please.
You said, yes, I think the internet is a tool very important. My question is, do you say it like that in English? Remember that you have to start thinking in English. So you would have to say, yes, I think that the internet is a very important tool. Okay?
Okay.
Because you are like processing your mindset in Spanish, not in English. Okay? So you have to like tune to English and set your mind to answering your questions in English. It's not just like using words in English. Forget that you speak English because you are using words in English. You start speaking English when you start like thinking your mindset in English, okay? So try to do it differently. I will ask you the question again. Do you like using the internet to keep in touch with people? Go ahead. And Diana, please, do you like using the internet to keep in touch with people? Okay, it seems like she's gone. Lady Patricia, what do you have to say to that question?
Okay, I am. Yes, I like using the internet because it's I have is access to it, and I can communicate a great distance with other people or in another countries.
Excellent. Have you tried it yet? Do you have friends abroad? Do you have friends in other countries?
I
Like
have a aunt in
Mhm.
Mexico.
Okay,
He
and you
lives in.
usually yes?
Repeat, please.
You were telling me about your aunt, right? What is it?
Yes, my aunt live actually in Mexico.
So your aunt is currently living in Mexico
Yes.
nowadays. You said actually. Actually, you don't use it for meaning right now. Okay?
Okay.
Actually means in fact. Actually, it means to tell you the truth. Right? So
Okay.
so you have an aunt that is currently living in Mexico. Does she live?
Currently.
Yes.
Thanks. Okay.
Does she live in Mexico City?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to go there?
Yes. I like go to Mexico because I like their culture and tradition. I know their beach.
You know their what?
So, pardon.
That you would like to know their what? The last part you said. What was that?
I will go to Mexico because I like their culture and traditions,
You like their culture and traditions. Okay, good.
and really like the food Mexico.
That's what you had said, the food. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Like enchiladas, burritos, tacos. What else do you know about Mexican food?
Eh, my favorite is the burritos.
Burritos? Okay.
¿Cómo se dice? Burritos, o sea, no sé cómo se traduciría.
No, no, you don't have to say it in other way. Burritos. You say burritos.
Burritos.
Burritos,
Okay, thanks.
tamales, burritos, tacos. Yes, really.
Oh,
Uh, there is some pozole. They also eat pozole. Have you heard of that?
no,
That's
I can use
no,
that.
that's
No,
typical. That's typical food from. You guys are watching my screen, right?
yes,
So
now I
that's
see.
pozole, something like that. But let me check. With a Z, pozole. So that's a Mexican soup that's made
Ah,
that's
okay. It's
made out of
a soup.
corn. It's a pozole is a soup. It's red, but it's most the main component of the soup is corn, and it's like their mute, it's the Mexican mute, or the Mexican ajiaco is pozole. Okay.
Okay, this is contain corn.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. No, thank you, good answer. Now, um let's move on to so that's basically what you guys have to deal with in the first section, in the first part of the exam. Questions like these, personal information questions, mostly meant to break the ice between you and the interlocutor. Okay, then let's move on to the second part of the test, in which you will see a picture. You will see 3 pictures, and they will ask you a question. So can you see the pictures?
Yes.
Okay, good. Brian, by looking at the pictures, try to answer the question at the same time. It says, why might the people be doing these things together? Why?
Because they enjoy social conversations, social meetings, and they enjoy to spend time with friends, I think.
Okay. Uh, Lady Patricia,
Yes, teacher.
try to focus on this question. Why might the people on these pictures be doing these things together? Why might they be doing these things together? Why?
I I think these person are together because who have the same interest and the same likes. For example, the sports, the music.
Excellent answer. Yes, I think so too. Yeah. So, okay, that's excellent. I think so too. Now, Eliana, what do you have to say? Why might the people be doing these things together? Eliana, has she joined our conversation?
Yes, teacher.
Why?
I don't think the person in the picture is people enjoying the moment. The children plays and the persons they walk and the music band play instrument.
Okay.
No more, teacher.
Okay, no problem. So, uh, my advice is this: you have to focus on answering a question. You have to tackle the question as it is. It says, why might the people be doing these things together? They are not asking you about like a specific picture, you know? So you have to look at it from a global point of view and try to answer the question as it is. Some people might start, for example, describing the pictures one by one, and that's not the objective of this task. They are not asking you to describe the pictures individually. They simply want you to answer the question based on the pictures. Why might the people be doing these things together? What Lady Patricia just said, I think is just fine. So, what do they have in common? These pictures. It's like they are working together in as a team. You know, they have like a common goal, and they are working together because they have like the same likes, the same interests. So I totally agree with Lady in that regard, and that's what you have to say, you know. So you might say, I think that these people might be doing these things together because they have the same goals, they share the same likes and interests, and they are working together in order to achieve a common goal. All right. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. We have new people here. Maria Gregoria. Hi, Maria
Hello,
Gregoria. How are you?
I'm Science Tutor.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mommy.
Repeat, please. Where are you from?
I'm from Momil in the department of Córdoba.
Córdoba. Wow. Okay. How old are you? How old are you, Maria Gregoria? Are you 20 years old, 21 years old? How old are you?
Okay, and I'm 27 years old.
17?
27.
27. My goodness. Do you have a family? Are you married, single?
I am single.
Okay, good. Thank you. You're welcome. And then somebody else here. Who is the other one? Julie. Julie Paola Rubiano. Hi. Julie, can you hear me? Julie. Julie, are you there? Okay, Julie, if you're not there, I will have to give you an absence. Julie Paola is absent. Didn't join the session today. You have to answer my questions, okay? Now let's go back to this. Look at the new pictures. We have picture number one. This lady who you can see is studying. This other guy who is like preparing for a presentation or so. Like he's going to lecture a group of people, maybe. And here we have uh, some students with a teacher working on a project together. They are trying to come up with a freestanding structure, but they have to overcome a whole set of uh, challenges, and they are doing it together. Okay, so I want you to read the question that says, how can students benefit from doing these different activities? Give this question some thought and try to give me an answer, please. Okay, you must be prepared for answering the question, all of you. How can students benefit from doing these activities together? No, from doing these different activities, okay? How can students benefit from doing these different activities? So, Brian, I would like to hear from you. Go ahead.
Okay, the activities that aren't the photos.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question. The guy in the second photo is singing, right?
Mm,
Or
mm,
what?
not really, because there's a computer. There's a laptop. I think like he's preparing for a presentation.
Ah, okay. Well, in the case of reading in the first photo, I think that it's most like a literature club where there are persons that enjoy to read. And the second, I think that here an expert of some sort talking about some topic that interest the people are very interesting for me. And what are the children in the third photo doing?
I think they're working together in a project, like trying to come up with a freestanding structure. They have like to
Ah,
join together different pieces, different sticks. They are uh, using sticks.
okay. I think that knowing the environment and go outside is a very joyful activity for children because they connect with nature and
Exactly.
make some activities like that.
Okay. So, but you were okay. So now, how can doing all these things benefit the students? It says, how can students benefit from doing these different activities? So what you just said about the third picture is what is the right answer for the question. You said that the fact that the guys are doing these activities is good because they can connect with nature. So what is the benefit from doing the activity number one and the activity number two? You haven't exactly told me about it. You simply said that in the first one they are kind of in, you think like they are in a literature class or something. I don't know. So
Ah,
I want you to answer I want you to answer the question based on the first two pictures, just like you did about the third one. You know what I mean?
uh, okay. At the first two pictures, right?
Yes, like the girl who is studying and the other guy
Ah,
who is preparing for
they
a
can,
presentation.
for example, they can benefit reading and get some meaningful information and reading about some topics that they interest them. That that is how one can benefit from reading
Exactly.
because
That's good.
uh,
Yeah. And number two,
number two, to listen the conference, the people will benefit from the fact that the the conferences are sharing some information that are new or meaningful to them. For example,
yes, very well. I think that's a good way to answer the question. Uh, then question number two, Lady Patricia Cáceres. It says, helpful how helpful might the activities be in preparing them for their future lives?
These activities be preparing for the future lives. Help to improve your knowledge by feeling more comfort, more secure with your
With their, not your, their.
with the knowledge and be more autonomous. Auto,
Yes. Autonomous, autonomous.
autonomous. Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes. Like about picture number one, how helpful might this activity be in preparing this lady for the future? Yes, she's doing some autonomous learning. She's studying, absorbing knowledge from books. So it's certainly preparing her for the future in that she's learning new things.
Okay.
She's increasing her knowledge, right? In picture number two, well, it depends how you look at it. It could be like Brian Andres just said, like the guys who are sitting there, learning something new from the guy who is lecturing, or it could be the guy who is giving the lecture. He might be another student. So in doing this activity, he is learning to improve his communication skills, how to talk in front of people. Like. Some people might be afraid when they have to talk in front of an audience. So doing this activity
Teacher,
might prepare you for getting rid of a stage fright. You know what I mean? Stage fright. Like some people suffer from stage fright. Like when they are in front of an audience, they freak out. So if you have to come up with a presentation in front of your classmates, it might help you deal with those issues, like you are not nervous anymore, that you feel at ease while talking to a group of people, things like that. uh, but if you look at it from the perspective of the students who are sitting there, yes, like absorbing knowledge from a guy who is an expert of some sort, just like Brian said, they are also learning new things that might be helpful in their future lives. And for the last picture, well, they're working in a project as a team, so they are learning how to collaborate with others, and that's also a very important skill. Social skills. They are improving their social skills, how to work it out together. That's what I think. I don't know. Do you have something else to say? Do you agree with me?
teacher in the first picture, she practiced the reading compression.
Yes, she's practicing reading comprehension. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes. Uh, so let me ask here. Eliana, what do you think?
What do you think about the picture?
Yes, what do you think about doing these activities? Uh, how do you think doing these activities might help you for the future?
Okay, I don't think the activities that any young can and should perform that benefit who are intelligent. For example, the picture one is the reading, and I think the reading is very important in the academic life
It is.
of people has sociality sociality with other persons.
People
For
have to
example, the pictures
socialize. People have to socialize with others. Okay? Repeat, please. People
people
have to socialize.
have a social life.
Have to socialize.
Okay.
People have to socialize with others in order to learn new things. We're constantly learning from others. I'm learning from you, you are learning from me, as you hear me say maybe some new words, or the way I speak English, my intonation. So we're all the time learning from others, right? So that's why it's so
Okay.
very important to interact with other people. Okay, so that's it. Well, I think we're coming to an end. What I have to say now is that I'm very happy about meeting you guys today. I've been doing this for the very first time. This is my last of four sessions. My last of four sessions I've had this week. I started last Wednesday. I'm doing the same thing on Wednesdays and Fridays. So the tutor decided to give me four different classes instead of two of them meeting twice a week. I'm meeting you guys only once a week. So I'm meeting four different groups only once a week. Uh, so I'm doing this on Wednesdays from 8 to 10, and then Fridays from 2 to 4. Uh, she told me to remind you to take your online listening tests, which you have to take on Edmodo. I don't know much about that, but that's what she told me to remind you. You have to take those tests individually. Those tests are not to be taken with me. Our sessions here are not meant for solving or working on those listening tests. You have to work them out on your own, and they are always open from Monday to Sunday. So Sunday is the deadline. You have to complete those listening exams if you haven't taken them yet until Sunday. All right. We will be meeting for 7 more sessions. We are meeting for only 8 sessions. Today is the very first, and 7 more until November the 16th. Uh, I'm gonna leave my phone number and email address on our group chat. So if you have any question about what we have to prepare for next week, you can ask me. Don't ask me right now because I don't really know. I have to go through these lesson plans that I also receive from my tutor. So she passed on the lessons plans to me, and I prepare them and I work them out with you. So I still have to go over them. Um, I'm just like many of us working and studying. I'm teaching English at school, at a language school, and at college. I have to deal with so many students all the time, and I do these activities in my free time or even at night. I'm mostly studying overnight. You you can call me 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and I am here, reading things and studying, solving my activities. So that was it. I don't know if you have any questions.
Teacher,
Yeah.
the quiz in the Edmodo, is the exam as were today or any
You
other
guys,
day?
you guys have it's open for those listening tests are open from Monday to Sunday. You still have until Sunday to finish it. On Sunday they disappear. On Sunday by midnight, I guess. You have until Sunday midnight to solve that test. They are giving you a new one every week, I guess, right? So that's it. Um, I was having lots of technical issues at the beginning, but I have already managed to solve them. So this one was, I guess, like better than the other sessions I had before. We don't have time to do anything else for the time being. So that's it. Um, Ryan, what semester are you taking?
Yeah, I'm taking eighth semester.
Eighth semester. Okay. Lady, what semester are you in?
I am in a semester.
Okay. And Ediana,
Sixth semester.
sixth semester. Maria Gregoria,
In ninth semester.
ninth.
Semester.
So you're completing the program. You're just like me. So
Yes.
have you taken pedagogical experience 1 and 2?
Yes.
Or are you perhaps doing the same thing in pedagogical experience 2?
I am in pedagogical experience once.
Ah, okay,
This
got it.
moment.
Okay, got it. So you have to go to a school and do it in person. Pedagogical experience 1 is in person. This one is
Yes.
virtual. Okay. And Julie Paola Rubiano, Julie, are you there? Is Don't mute. Okay, guys. So that's all for today, and I'll meet you then next Friday at 3 p.m. All right. Please keep in touch with me. I'll try to remind you on our Skype chat. All right. So
All
that's all.
right. Thanks,
Thank you
teacher.
very much, you guys. Bye bye. Take care. God bless you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.